Hey, fellow agents, this is Agent Smith, and we are playing Quest for Glory 1. I'm continuing to search around the town as I continue to walk everywhere, crouch everywhere I go to get my sneak skills up, in attempts to actually be able to survive later. It's a dry goods store here. I'm checking all the different places within the town, because it's going to be the central hub of where we're going to be, so I'd like to get to know all the people and all the jobs that they expect of me, being that this is more of an RPG than a normal adventure game. It's different, like a point-and-click RPG. Anyway, this sign says, it is a simple but prosperous looking general store, and it looks like it might provide some staples that would prove useful to a traveler, such as if an adventuring party asks you to join them. I highly doubt that would happen, but that's all good. This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter and on the shelves, there are a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads his book. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you were coming in. My, you look like an adventurer. You don't see many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most of the adventurers before they make it to town. I do try to stock some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them, if you've done any adventuring at all. Huh. The proprietor's teapot. Bottles and jugs and canned goods more useful to housewives than a hero. The stove is burning merrily away, making the shop seem almost warm. Almost too warm. The shopkeeper is a small, balding man who wears glasses. He looks as if he can barely lift the book he is reading. Judging from his clothes, he's fairly well-to-do. But how do you do? What's your name, sir? Why, that's me, Caspar. What about adventuring? I always wanted to be an adventurer. I read about them all the time. I read about them all the time. Weirdly worded. The book I was just reading is about adventuring. A book? This book, it's about an adventurer who is trying to become a hero. The title is Quest for Glory, a Hero's Death. That's not good foreshadowing for me. Jeez. What about equipment? Unfortunately, I have only standard weapons and equipment. I carry daggers and chain armor. Maybe someday I'll be able to carry magic ones, though. Daggers, huh? Have one. But you can always use more, because I think in this game you're allowed to throw them. Not the dagger. Aha! The use of the dagger is most skillful art. Actually, this particular weapon is longer than most, but still easily concealable. A bargain at 20 silvers. Ooh-wee. And your chain armor? You can get really good protection from my chainmail armor. It's very heavy, though, and it would have to charge you 500 silver for it. The golds, I'm assuming, is 1,000 gold to a silver. I hope. And his food? The adventuring rations aren't the tastiest food in the world, but they will keep you healthy and alert as you go along. A pack of 10 rations will cost you just 5 silvers. They certainly don't want you worrying about food in this game. And a flask? It's a very good idea to carry an empty flask or two in case you wanted to pick up liquid or something else that needs a container. Our flasks are a great bargain at 2 silver each. Sure, I'll need one eventually. What else do you got? What, do you know anything about these brigands? I don't like to talk about other people behind their backs. They're brigands, who gives a shit? And the sheriff? Yeah, you can talk about the sheriff. The sheriff and Otto protect this town. The sheriff used to be a real adventurer, you know. And what about Hilda next door? Hilda sells fine produce for a reasonable price. Alright, well, you've cleared it for me. You check your inventory stuff. So flask for 2 silver, food for 5, daggers for 20. I'll get another dagger just so I have an extra one. Here you go. Thank you for your patronage. You have 2 daggers. There we go. Alright. So this is a dry goods store, and this is where I'm going to get my adventure foods. I'm going to be able to get my daggers, and I'll be able to get other stuff. The door is bolted. You can see very little in through the window. I wonder who lives here. And when it'll be able to come in and break in and take everything I want. Yeah. Let's see. The shop seems to be closed, although there are some dried up cupcakes in the window. There's a sign on the door which says "Gone Fishing." It's a bakery sign. There's a butcher, a baker, and not a candlestick maker. That's a shame. The building looks old, dark, and a little seedy, and the sign above the door depicts a beer stein. The shop seems to be closed, and there's a sign on the door that says "Gone Fishing." Both of them do. Pots appear to be just junk. Before I go down this creepy alley right here, I'm going to save my game because I ain't an idiot. And then we'll go check this little bar at the end and see what that's all about. This grubby place must be an alley. It feels strange here, colder than the rest of the town. There are some barrels discarded here, and a beggar holds out a bowl towards you. Alms for the poor. A thin man with a very patched clothing holds out an empty bowl. There's a standard beggar's bowl. Every beggar is issued when he graduates from the accredited beggar's school. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thanks. You know, it's really tough trying to make a little begging in this town since the brigands started scaring all of the trade away. This used to be such a nice place to live. My advice to you is not to take up begging. It just doesn't pay, and don't go out at night. Okay. Rails are empty. Smell of sour beer. Early model hot dog stand. Back wall. Alright. Let's sneaker booties. Word of warning. Don't drink the dragon's breath. We are totally gonna drink the dragon's breath now. The store's been closed for a long time. Well, there's a baker, I think. Butcher and the baker, probably. That's not really all. They're playing Go Fish. I get it. The grimy windows lets little light into the tavern. It smells like a stale ale and other more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt in the bar with sticky beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask behind the bar. To your right, two gamblers are playing cards. The bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon on the left. You get the impression that you are not welcome. Well, it's an unsavory bar. What the heck is that? Thought that was part of my sleeve. My arm doesn't reach that far. A crumpled piece of paper next to the stool. You pick up the note. You smooth out the piece of paper and read. B. He's starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meeting for a bit, but I'll keep you posted by these notes. B. A man named B. Talking to a man named B. The drunken barber at the end of the bar isn't in any shape to talk, and at least not coherently. I didn't even ask who it was, but they give me a name. Crusher? Goon seems to be ignoring you. Tavern? You're annoying him. Crusher bares his teeth at you. Either you are in big trouble now, or he's just his way of smiling. Okay. Oh, he threw me out. Okie doke. My bad. Don't bother Crusher. How's my skills doing? Pretty good. Stealth of 61. My health is down a little bit from taking that hit, but that's alright. Don't bother Crusher. Looks like something you'd expect to see in a tavern, but a little dirtier. Not a pleasant sight. There seems to be something slimy spilled on the stool, and it is eating into the wood. You think perhaps you should sit on the stool next over. Well, I'm gonna do all the stupidest things I can just to see deaths, because I like to see deaths. Can't do much with that. Okay, I guess I will be sitting on the next one over. Jesus. What do you want? Get no response. What's your name, man? This is a bar. I serve drinks. You want a drink? Order one. You want to answer some stupid questions? Get out. Oh, sorry. What drinks you got? Ale is 1 silver. Troll sweats 5 silver. Dragon's breath 25 silver. Take your pick. I'm gonna save before I eat that dragon's breath. Drink that dragon's breath. My detail's not all the way up. Maximum detail. Let me get the dragon's breath then. It's probably gonna kill me, but that's alright. Hey, what are you doing coming into my joint with an empty purse? Oh shit, am I broke? 2 gold pieces and 1 silver. Well, how do I trade that down? What's the point of gold? Because I have 20, unless they're only worth 10. Huh, either way. 1 well-aged house brew coming up. Guess I'll drink the ale and come back for the dragon's breath another time. There you go. This tastes as sour as it smells and burns your throat as you swallow it. Still, it isn't the worst beer you've ever drunk. Cool. Anyway, can you talk to me more? Ask about what's at the ale. Good for what's ails you. And the troll sweat? It'll go down real smooth. And the dragon's breath. It is the house specialty. What about the town? What do you think I am, a guide dog or something? Okay. This tavern. This is Aces of and Eights Tavern, stranger. And Crusher over there? Don't like his personal affairs discussed. My advice is not to do anything that'll get him upset. Okay. You know anything about a Thieves Guild? This is an honest establishment. You want me to ask Crusher? You may want to ask Crusher. Okay. Thank you, good sir. I'm gonna get up off this stool. Hey, man. Yeah, I figured this is the butcher shop and the baker and the butcher shop. There's not a whole lot of meat in town for me to butcher these days. Now, if someone would just bring down that stag in the forest. Ah. Got any 842s? Cards you're playing. The cards have been very, very good to me. Go fish. What's your name? I'm Butch Beefmeister, the butcher. Got the 817s. Fish. There's a river to the south by the Flying Falls, which has some good-sized trout. Go fish. Ask the baker about the bakery. I haven't been able to get any supplies in since the brigands closed off the area. The bakery will reopen as soon as I have some more. Got any 462s? Okay. The butcher has been getting all the good cards. What's your name? I'm Silas Sourdough, the baker. Got any 883s? Thank you. And he knows of fishing. Mirror Lake is to the south, has huge fish, but it's pretty dangerous. Got a few places. I don't exactly have a fishing pole for that kind of stuff, but interesting anyway. Okay. What time is it? Sunset approaches on day 1. Well, since it's almost sunset, let's go ahead and see if we can meet up with Abdulla, who hopefully will be having his night. Now, of course, like I said, I'm going to continue sneaking my way around to do this. Yeah, there we go. I'll take a seat at the table. I'm going to get real bad on this voice. Oh, never mind, he's kind of white. Oh, it's indeed sad and dangerous times we live in when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving should be robbed of all of his earthly possessions. Oh, I don't need any food. I guess you can bring me some coffee or something. They really don't need the expense. Apparently I only have 2 gold, so... here. Bring me a meal. I'll break my silvers. There's no need, you're not hungry. Okay, what about your drink? Caffeine addicts are all alike. Whatever, does it break my money? That's the most important part. All I want to do is talk to Abdulla, but they gotta harass me with all their meal service. Yeah, my stealth is going up nicely. I don't really have anything that tells me I'm tired. I guess that's my stamina, maybe. That night is still young. Anyway, let's talk. You had a robbery, man. 2 weeks ago, I was gonna be wealthy, beyond what you could dream of. I, Abdulla, what a name, would be the first merchant into this valley this year, but my wife was shattered by brigands. Brigands, huh? The band of brigands ambushed us just as we crossed the pass into the valley. There were about 12 brigands, including a huge minotaur. There was also a leader and some sort of wizard. They first used some sort of magic which blinded us. Then they overwhelmed my 6 guards and my assistants. All my trade books were taken from before me. I am now but a beggar, living off the generosity of my friends. Go lay down. Magic. The wizard threw something at us like to cause my eyes to be blinded with tears and my nose to be forced to sneeze. I was helpless. Oh, she's bringing coffee. She's bringing food too, because I didn't say I was hungry. I'm bringing you that which you have ordered. May it please and satisfy you. Thank you. You can stand there all you want if you want. It's going to be a while before I drink that. Continue. The Minotaur. The Minotaur is a creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man. They are said to be very strong. And their leader? The leader was wearing a cloak, so I couldn't see his face. His voice was rather high-pitched, though. I'm going to have to remember that. The wizard, then. The wizard was very short, and he giggled most of the time. I couldn't understand what he was saying. And the guards? Here I pay good money for men to protect me, and what do they do when I need protection? They run away. Not one man died to defend my treasure. You just can't hire good guards anymore. Okay, well, thank you for all that information. What about your wealth you lost? I had treasures carefully brought from Shapir with me. I even had a magic carpet with me. Magic carpet, you say? Oh, you didn't have anything to ask about that. Magic carpet, you don't say. What's your name, by the way? I am Abdulla, son of Ali, grandson of Hassan and former master merchant of Shapir. Now I am but a penniless burden upon my friends. And your friends? Even though they, too, lost a fortune when the brigands stole from me, Shamin and Shima are caring for this frail shadow of a great man. What do you know about Shima? Shima is the finest of cooks, outside of myself, that is. But her fine food is as dust in my mouth, for I am but a beggar. And Shamin? He is the very prince of Katas. Shapir, then. Ah, Shapir, beautiful land of golden sands and shining sun, the heart of civilization. Alas, she is plagued with fierce jinn and efreets who speak to drive all men and katas from the land. But I can speak no more of the homeland I shall never see again. Instead, I will die in this cold, forsaken land, bereft of all I love. It's foreshadowing, because this game was remade after the original version, which was called So You Want to Be Hero or Hero's Quest instead of Quest for Glory. They had a different version, but conversations have been changed since they made a second one that actually is set in these guys' homeland. It's kind of foreshadowing everything that's going to be happening. So you were a merchant. I trade the treasures of one land from that for that of another, but the brigands have stolen every treasure I have had, and I am a merchant no more. All right. Well, thank you for all your information, good sir. Now, I know for a fact that this town, as I am a thief, has to have a thief's guild. Oh, let me drink my drink. The beverage goes down smoothly and well. I'm going to walk back over to the bar. Maybe nothing happens in between here and there, and then I'll see you at the bar. And there's something shining in the alley. This is exactly what I was hoping for and expecting. They even darken the menus to fit the tint of everything. Let's sneak our way in here. Yes, we're about to be rich. Rich, I tells ya. Let's go get it. It's perfectly safe. Definitely not safe. That coin light spell gets them every time. See that dagger? The next one is centered for your back. Give Sneak there your cash and you walk out of here. It's a simple trade. Your life for your money. Thief. Sign. I don't know if I have anything for that. I'm gonna give him this. You mean that the first victim we've had in months is a thief? I just showed him my hand. That actually worked. Here, I thought we were finally gonna make some money. Tell Crusher that the password is Swordfish. Swordfish? Schwartfish. He is in the tavern. Now go before I forget you made the sign and make you pay anyway. Okay, can I, no? Okay, I'll just get out of here. Yep. Excuse me. Pardon me. Thank you. Just, there we go. I was hoping to take that dagger off the wall as a free dagger because those things are expensive, but apparently not. Alright. Sneaky, sneak, sneak. Sneakity, sneak. Gonna say because this guy doesn't like me. And then we'll tell him the secret password. Thieves Guild. What's the password? Schwertfish. He's very happy. There you go. This dark and seedy place is less than expected of a Thieves Guild. You feel uneasy about the sinister mood here. The man seated by the table greets you with a scowl. Crusher is his usual amiable self, and you can't quite make out what lurks behind that massive door. Oh, I don't want to go anywhere. Beginners. Why do we keep giving me beginners? I tell you, Crusher, that a thief of my stature and ability should be stuck in the podunk town, besieged by brigands who aren't even union members, is the height of injustice. How long you gonna complain, buddy? It'll cost you 25 silvers to work in town. Just pay Boris at the door. If you don't have the cash, go steal some. Sweet. Well, I'm going to say before I do all of that, because again, I don't know the gold and silver money I have. I guess it actually works. Did it change my stuff over? 1 gold and 6, so 25. That is 10 gold. 10 silvers for a gold, so I am actually a little short. Steal some, huh? This will be interesting. Or I'll have to figure out how to earn some money and be able to get into the guild later. I wonder. Well, but either way, I'm going to go ahead and leave this one here. I hope you guys have been enjoying this, and if you have, give it a thumbs up and all that good stuff, and we'll get into this Thieves Guild stuff and actually figure out what's going to happen with all this, considering I'm a little bit short. I figure I should have bought so many freaking apples. My bad. Either way, I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a great day. Hey fellow agents, don't forget to like and subscribe by clicking the button in the center of the screen. You can also find the last video by clicking the button to the left, and you can take a look at some of the other stuff I've done by clicking the button to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.